This program is brought to you by realestate.com.au, Australia's #1 address in property. With more properties for sale than anywhere else, we make it easier.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the property market and what's in store for auctions across the country. Tasmania and the Northern Territory have just 2 and 8 auctions scheduled respectively. Queensland has 242 auctions, South Australia with 128 and Western Australia with 15. New South Wales has 721 auctions scheduled, an increase of more than 35% from last year. In Victoria, auctions are up 5% with 770 scheduled for the week. Finally, the nation's capital, the ACT, is expecting 85 auctions. Overall, there are just under 2,000 auctions scheduled across the country this week, up 10% on last year. Moving on to the most viewed properties going to auction this weekend. And first up, we have 3 Scotch Circuit, Hawthorn, Melbourne. It's a 3-bedroom brick home with 2 bathrooms and space for parking. Our price guide is about 1.2 to 1.32 million. Next is 81 Livingston Street, Ivanhoe, also Melbourne. It's another brick home sitting on a 481 square metre block with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Price guide here, 1.15 to 1.25 million. Now, you can either renovate or opt for a total knockdown rebuild on this property located at 20 Bellario Circuit, Clyde North, on the outskirts of Melbourne, which is half burnt down and sits on 448 square metres of land. 450 to 480,000 is the price guide. Then it's another Melbourne property at 84 Harp Road in Kew. This home sits on 678 square metres with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. 2.35 to 2.58 million is the price guide there. And rounding out the list is another Melbourne property, 9 St James Court in Watsonia. This home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and parking for 2 cars. $680,000 to $730,000 is the price guide. And then moving on to the most viewed property on REA Group website this week, it's a home in the Ponds, which is a suburb in northwest Sydney. This brick home at 148 Megalong Street has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and is priced to sell, according to the ad. The property sits on 327 square metres and comes with a garage space for 1 car plus a driveway which can fit another vehicle. It's 5 minutes walk to local schools, a short drive to the local Kellyville Metro station or Schofields train station. Home's fitted with ducted air conditioning, Fisher & Paykel appliances and comes with a developer warranty. Property inspections are tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And for more on the property market, I'm now joined by REA Group Economist and Flaherty. And thanks for your time today. Look, let's just start with the auction numbers. They do seem a bit subdued at the moment. When do you think the market is really going to start to pick up again?
Well, I think it's going to come down to when there's a bit more certainty around what's going to happen with interest rates. We saw a bit of a flurry of activity last month when the RBA paused on rates. What we do know is that people tend to delay their buying and selling activities until they have a bit more certainty. We are also heading into the quieter winter period, which is going to pull auction numbers down a little bit as well.
How are auction clearance rates tracking at the moment?
Look, we've actually seen auction clearance rates improve from the start of the year. Selling conditions have definitely improved from last year. What we're seeing is that even though the supply of properties for sale remains relatively restricted, there are actually more buyers out there. So we've been seeing more buyers searching and inquiring on realestate.com.au, and that's flowing through into higher auction clearance rates.
Bureau of Statistics today released its lending indicators. Looks like the number of home loans has picked up a bit in March.
Yeah, that's right. We actually saw a 5% increase in the value of new lending for new homes in March, which was encouraging to see. However, if we think about where we were 12 months ago, we're actually down 26% year on year. So even though we're getting a bit of a bounce back, it's still well below where we were.
Another thing I think the ABS called out today was record high levels of people refinancing. So what does that really, what are the implications there for the property market with so many people refinancing loans at the moment?
Look, it's just a sign of the times. You know, it matters so much to people how much they're paying in interest rates. And at the moment, with interest rates increasing so dramatically, we're seeing a lot of activity, a lot of people looking to refinance because this can actually make a very substantial difference, ensuring that you've got that best interest rate on your home loan.
Yeah, you mentioned buyer demand a minute ago. So are you seeing any increases in traffic on the website, on the REA website right now? Are there more people actually looking for homes?
There absolutely are. So we've actually seen a very strong increase in the total number of people searching to buy new homes on the website. And that's actually translating into an increase in the total number of inquiries we're seeing from the site as well. Now, that's part of the reason I think that we've seen that increase in lending activity. We're definitely seeing more buyers active in the market at the moment than we were seeing several months ago.
Other thing from the ABS today, they do look at first home buyers, and they did say they're slowly starting to creep back into the market during the month of March. Is this kind of a sign there's a bit more confidence returning in the property sector?
I think we are seeing more confidence return. Having said that, I think that first home buyers have been hit harder by the current market conditions compared to any other buyer type. So if we think about interest rates, at this point, the average buyer has had their borrowing capacity reduced by around 30%, but property prices have fallen nowhere near this level. So first home buyers are being more constrained in what they can borrow, but at the same time, they're having to pull together deposits for extremely high prices. You know, we did see prices increase over April. That was the fourth consecutive month of price rises. So having the prices increase while interest rates are also increasing is making it very challenging.
Yeah, well, obviously we saw the RBA surprisingly lift rates this week. So do you think that's going to just dent people's confidence very slightly?
Look, I think that people do feel like we are coming to the top of the interest rate cycle. We may be there. I think what happens over the next coming months is going to play a lot into how confident people feel. Again, I think that people do delay decisions until they have a bit more confidence. And, you know, for most people, selling or buying a house is one of the biggest decisions they'll ever make. So making sure that they feel comfortable to do so and understand where the market's at will be essential for a lot of people.
And great to have you on the show.
My pleasure.